Would you like to increase the value of your sentiment stamps? Use them a couple ways, not just once or twice. Let's get sentimental. I have a fun new technique for you today. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I'm Dawn, creator of Dee Dee Creates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple, duplicatable cards that you'll have fun making over and over again. Are you ready to create some crafts? Let me turn you down and let's get started. All right, making sure you could see everything. Okay, so let me slide this down a little bitty bit. I've got my cutter ready for you. All right, I have pre-cut all my little goodies, but I want to give you the measurements. So by taking an 8.5 by 11 card, we're going to cut this so it opens top to bottom. So you're going to cut it at 11, which it's already 11, but line it up at 4 1/4. All right, so 11 by 4 1/4. Then either fold it right in half. If it's easier for you, you can score at 5 1/2. So just fold it in half or score at 5 1/2. That is your step one. Step two, we are going to cut some layers in coordinating colors. So that just looks pretty together, just two colors that look pretty together. So your first layer, this is going to be 5 1/4 by 4, just a little bitty bit smaller than your base. Now we have a second layer, and this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. And it'll line up like that, leaving another little margin. This is the part we're going to work on the most today. This is the secret to success. So I want you to watch till step 4 to learn the magic. And let's get started with that. It's super fun. All right, I did want to tell you about Celebration, which ends February 28th. Do you know you get free products with each increment order of 50? Yeah. I'm going to put the links in the description section. And if you haven't figured it out already, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you don't already have a demonstrator yet, would you pick me? Pick me? I did want to show you, this is the paper that I'm using today around, just to add something pretty to our base card. You cannot order this. This is free. Daffodil Afternoon, two-sided, there's the other sides, 12 by 12 paper. Free, absolutely free. And then the stamp set I'm using is called Friendly Hello, not just for sentiments, but for the stamping as well. This is free also with the Celebration that goes through February 28th. Now, let me get to this. I'm going to make it a birthday card, and I tried a couple ways. I tried matchy-matchy with tone-on-tone ink, but I tried it with a shade darker, and I just really liked it better, you guys. So I chose this little sentiment, may your greatest wish come true, because it's birthday month. It's February. It is the month of my birthday. So I promised you a lot of birthday cards this month. All right, I've inked up my sentiment, and I am going to start at an angle, and I'm going to start in the middle just so, and I'm going to go angling. Oh, was that even a word? Isn't that funny? So let's stamp right across, and look, already I'm not exactly heading towards the corner, but close enough. You just want your first bit of stamping to be a line to use as your guide. Now, you see these little spaces in between all our stamping? We are going to use that as a guide. So I'm going to come back and stamp my next row in between the little spaces. Oh my stars, I don't love that. We'll see if we can cover it up, huh? Oh, I don't dare stamp it again, do I? What if it gets blurry? Oh. So you see, let me go to the top again. I am going in between the spaces of my first row to be able to use it as a guide. And you see, I'm running off, and some of the places I am going to come back, like this one, and purposely just add a little color to the edge by stamping the sentiment in the same row, but off the paper, just to add a little color. I do like to do the fuller sentiments as if they're there, and then come back and fill in my edges if need be. Isn't that the cutest? Oh, you guys, do I dare stamp on top of this? I'm gonna live dangerously, and it looks terrible. But let's see if we can't cover it up. Oh my goodness. Oh, that made me laugh. Now, that wouldn't have happened with my Stamparatus machine, would it? No, but we're gonna work with it, aren't we? Okay, now what I want you to do, here's the pretty daffodil afternoon paper I told you about, and this is gonna be, I think I'm gonna stick it towards the bottom to hide my hot mess right there. And then I cut some borders. These borders are actually from the rainbow die set. I have the stamp and the die set. If you don't have this already, one, you're gonna want it in your crafting arsenal, because look at that gorge border. But if you don't have this, here's your alternative. I mean, pretend that's not cut. Cut you a little strip. You want it to show about 1/4, maybe 1/8, depending on your taste. So maybe cut it at 1/2 inch so you'll have a little bitty bit extra to glue on the bottom. But look at this, if you don't have the die cut, a border die cut. If you have one in your arsenal, use that. If you need mine, order mine. And if not, just cut you some strips. Doesn't that look lovely and just kind of frames our decorative paper? So let me make sure I got my tops and bottoms. I'm gonna add some glue, and let me bring my trimmer back because this is like the coolest technique you've ever seen. Where's my glue? Here we go. Excuse my arms. Okay. I am gonna put this, I wanna put it where you can see it, in my trimmer, and there's a lip here and there's a lip here, so I'm gonna put it so, let me see if you can see it. Let me turn it a little more. I want to make sure you can see it real good. See how I can't move it anymore? It's right in the corner, and this is the second side. So I'm gonna put a little glue. There we go. I was like, please come out, because we don't have time for all this, do we? All right, now what I'm gonna do so I can line it up perfectly is put my border so it pushes up against this edge, and it's gonna line itself up beautifully with the edge. Now I see I need to come up a little higher right there, and that's the beauty of glue. It's going to let us. So let me just dab it, get a little bit of glue off, and I'm gonna flip it over, and using that, what would we call it, rectangle as a template, I'm gonna cut it off so that it's perfectly lined up. So let's do it with our second piece. I'm gonna put it, oh, there I go, I was in the wrong spot. Put it in the corner. I'm gonna add some glue. I taught this on another Tuesday Tips. So you'll have to just look at that playlist and see if you can't. I'm gonna have to come up a little bit, you guys. I apologize for telling you to put it in the corner, but it does line it up on the edge, which is where I truly need it. All right, can you see it's pushed into that edge? Okay, let's flip it over. I wanna make sure my little border is sticking up enough. So it is. Let's flip it over and use it as a template to cut off the extra. Look how beautiful. All right, so where is the piece I want to adhere it to? Okay, this one. So this is the pretty piece where we used our sentiment. I chose to use a birthday sentiment. And now I'm gonna, again, put it in the corner because I want this flat because we're gonna pop up, remind me to put it and cover up my boo-boo right there. Okay, let me put some glue. You can see how very little glue I use, and then I just use the tip of my bottle to push it around. This is the Tombow all-purpose glue. This is fabulous, and yes, we carry it with Stampin' Up. All right, so I'm going to make sure that fits. Does that look, nope, this looks more top and bottom. All right, so I'm gonna push it against the edge, covering up my boo-boo down there. My attempt at double stamping, huh? I did go ahead and stamp the whole page layer so I would have something to guide me. I was thinking at first I could stamp and skip the middle part where my border goes, but I'm like, no, I need the guide. So go ahead and do that, and I think it will help you. Now try not to glue your page down. I'm gonna have to clean that a little bitty bit, but you know, some water will do that. Now look how pretty this is coming along, so let's decorate it a little more. I thought what I wanted to do is figure out with you which label I want. These are, which would look so pretty with this. I don't want to cover up everything, so I want a nice label. I did want a little embellishment, so I hand fussy cut a flower from the same paper. Now this, I do want to pop it up, because how gorge would that be? Short for gorgeous. Okay. Well, I need more on the sides? No. So these are the dimensionals, just some little foam that gives a little elevation to your goodies. I'm gonna put that more to the side. And I did cut out a little baby leaf, so I'm gonna pop him up as well. And if the leaf was too small to put a dimensional under it, just cut that little heifer in half and just use half. Okay, that looks lovely right there, don't you think? Okay. Now, I was debating and thinking, wouldn't that look cute sticking out of there? So we've got all these other nice ones, but I'm really thinking, how cute would that look? Just sticking out, popping out. Sticking out doesn't sound cute, does it? So we're gonna say popping out from under the flower. And I am gonna grab my same sentiment. If you want, you could use a different sentiment for that, and I might have to if that doesn't fit. It kind of fits, but we're gonna give it a whirl. I'm wondering if we want the lighter ink. I don't think so. Oh, this is the darker. Okay. I should learn my colors better, huh? Okay, very nice. Sometimes, if I'm not using my Stamparatus, I just need a practice. Now, this is just so-so, but it fits barely. I kind of like all the edges to show. It's got that faux stitching with this particular label set. So I just think that's kind of cute. Let's see if we want it flat. I think I like it flat better than raised. And I want it tucked under more, so I did stamp that more to the side. To, well, Nellie, I'll show you what I was doing with that. Because I didn't know how far over I'd have to stamp it to be able to hide most of the sentiment, you know? All right, I like that that's flat in the baby flowers above it. I gotta show you what I'm doing. With some washi tape and craft tape, I just stick my bottle into it so it stands up and the glue is always ready to go. So when you saw my purple tape go flying, that was what it was. All right, this I'm loving. So I'm gonna adhere it down to this. Now I'm looking at this, I might should have done the darker paper, solid paper, so my little edge would show better, but the fact that it's subtle, that's just as lovely. I hope you, look, it keeps sticking, but it serves its purpose and it really works. This I'm gonna teach on a Tuesday video, but when I ink the edges, I tend to start more towards the middle and go towards the edge, the very corner like that, and then I come back and just barely ink around. I just discovered this because sometimes I go blob and then I get a literal blob at the corner of my cardstock and I'm like, ugh, curses. How do I get that off? So this is a little kind of problem solving I found for myself. So I thought, I'll share it with you, maybe. This is an issue you have as well. All right, this is turning out really good. I'm pleased with it. I'm tickled with it. You know how some cards you like better than others that you make? Anywho, this one I'm pleased with. I hope it didn't sound like I was fishing for compliments, huh? Now, for more videos just like this one, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button and you'll be alerted every time I post a new video. Now, please don't worry about subscribing. No one contacts you and your name is not made public. And I won't contact you either, unless you want me to. Leave me a comment below. If you want a free PDF, let me know. I'll gladly give you things that I use because I want you to be able to duplicate these cards, you know? All right, let me know. Do you have a February birthday just like me? Comment below if you have a February birthday. And even if you don't, tell us the month of your birthday if you feel comfortable. And if you have a February birthday, did your mom plan Valentine-themed birthday parties for you growing up? Mine did, and I love, love, love them. You know the little candy hearts? Precious. All right, so our step 4 was to die cut the borders, and if not, cut 2 half-inch strips to use as borders. Step 5 is to stamp our sentiment. I was gonna say on an angle across the layer, but I did it a little different. Step 6 is to assemble our card and decorate, which we've done. And it might need a little bling, so we can add that as we talk. I've got a couple blingies, a couple dabble-do-yas. Let me see, I've got that green, and I've got some, oh, I kind of like these better, you guys. These opalescent, little, not pearls, but opalescent bling, if you will. I feel the need for some bling. Ooh, I'm gonna put it right there. I may just put one, I may come back and add more, but we always need bling. Now, if you're having fun, if you've learned something new, go like this. Boop, and hit the like button and just show me a little love. I'd so appreciate it. Here is our card for today, but let me show you a couple alternatives for the same technique. I did emboss this. I'm wiggling it so the light will catch it so you can see. I actually did use the, I think it's Hello Friend, and then I added the little ladybug, so I'm gonna put that there. So you're gonna see a theme with our backgrounds. Then I went kind of shabby chic with this one. I used the pale neutral colors, and I actually embossed this on after I stamped it. And then I roughed up the edges, and I didn't even glue the corners down, look at that. All right, then last but not least, I did another one and just made the focus kind of the bird, but the background I did very bold. I did not do tone on tone. But again, use your stamps, your sentiment stamps to create a background. Now, if you are interested in getting free stuff, and you do not have to get this particular one. Oh, there's my hello. Another tip, go back to my playlist called Tuesday Tips. I actually cut this stamp apart so I could use the hello by itself or together. So you'll learn how to do that under that playlist. And then we've got our Daffodil Afternoon paper. But you guys, there is so many, there's a whole booklet of things called Celebration that you can choose for free when you place an order. Now I'm gonna sweeten the pot. If you can see here, this is my February host code. It is HVXHG3T2. Take a picture with your camera if you want. When you order in the month of February, at least 35, you're gonna get next month, March, next month's card kit from me for free. I'll just need your address so I can ship it to you. And when you order 50 or more, you get the freebies, any product of your choice, and you get the card kit. So I want to tempt you, show you the host code, because you only qualify for my card kits when you use this host code. And it's only good in February, which is why I'm not going to put it in the descriptions, because I'm hoping people in June and August will be looking at this video. You guys, if you want information about my monthly card kit classes, let me know in the comments, or I can even put you on my email list. And I will not put you on the email list without your blessing, without your permission. Ooh, let me get my card to hold up so you can see it at the end. Ta-da! This is what we made. Okay, or if you just want a free PDF, just email me and I'll send you that for free after you subscribe and like the channel. Okay, I feel like I'm blabbering away. So have a great crafty weekend and come back Tuesday for Tuesday Tips. All right, you guys, bye now.